What's up, you guys? It's me, Sai. I'm back with another video. This is like a whole series of me trying to get this car back together. We start with the PVC valve. We start with so much other things, and this was one of the things that they actually recommended me replacing when I went in to replace the turbos. But it was a like additional $800-900 or something like that. I'm like, the parts aren't even that much, and I kind of wanted to eliminate a lot of things that I could do myself to bring down the bill. But at the end of the day, I still ended up paying so much money for the repair on this car. I paid so much money on repairing this car and getting it back to good shape that this car is going to the grave with me. But today we're replacing the ignition coils because he said one of them was making the car misfire, and I noticed the car does have a little idling issue. It's not so bad, but it might be it might be affecting the performance too, because I know like you're supposed to replace these coils and spark plugs around like 60,000 miles, and I'm a little past that. So I went and ordered this off of FPC, I think is the website, and they have a lifetime warranty. So I got the OEM Bosch spark plugs. I wanted to do the NGK, but it requires spark like gapping, and those I don't know how to do those things. And then I also got the Delphi, I think that's how you pronounce it, ignition coil. So we're gonna install that today and see if it runs better. This is how far I've got all the covers off. This is not a how-to video because I don't even know how to do it myself. It's the first time me doing this. So apparently all you do is just flip this open, and this pops open, and then you just lift it up. Now, I did recall the last owner saying he did get the coils and spark plugs replaced, and I took off one already, and you guys, this looks brand freaking new. Like, look at this. Brand, it doesn't even have no dust on it, you know? So I'm not gonna risk it. He was not really honest about everything else, but I know for sure that he actually did get these put in because it shows on the Carfax that he went in for a tune-up. I'm about to take off the spark plugs and see how it looks. What's really weird is when I actually start wrenching this, you guys, it was so loose. It was no give. It was like this loose when I started unloosening the spark plug. So maybe that's why I had the misfire. Maybe, I don't know who did the work on this, but it was not tight at all. I'm not sure if they actually did it themselves or the shop did it, but it shows on Carfax that the shop did it. That's definitely not a professional job. So I'm gonna take this first one off and show you guys how it's looking. I got the first one off. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Okay, why can this not focus? It's kind of grayish. It has some oil on the threads, so I'm not sure I'm actually leaking oil or anything in there. But yeah, you guys, that's how it's looking. Guys, I'm running into some issue. I bought this off of the same website I bought everything else from, and it's supposed to be specifically for this socket, and it's I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I can't get the socket off. It's so tight on the spark plug, it doesn't want to come off, you guys. So I don't know what to do. Maybe that's why these spark plugs were loose, because they were dealing with the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. All right, guys. Newbie everything, learning everything. So it did come with this grease. So I just put a little bit of this grease on the tip of the spark plug, and it helped it come off. So I guess maybe that's for the tip of the spark plug. Hopefully I'm doing this right and doesn't mess with the actual engine. But yeah, so I used that and it came right off. So I'm just gonna do the rest. I ended up buying one of these to torque down the spark plugs. I think it was like 17 pounds or something like that. I've never actually torqued down spark plugs ever in my life, so just don't want to make sure the thing doesn't misfire or anything. But I think the reason why it was misfiring because of this one, because when I took off all the coils, this one was really loose. I actually like unthreaded it with my actual hand, which is weird. So this might have been the issue. Not that it really affected the performance at all, but let's see if it make a difference. Let me show you guys the spark plugs that came out. I'm not sure what a healthy spark plug is supposed to look like, but here's the first one. I have no clue why my phone's not focusing. I think my phone's broken. I'm trying. This one is kind of white on this side. And then like grayish on the other side. This one is the same thing. This one's super dark and it had a little bit of oil in like the tip of it. This one was white and grayish all around. This one was same thing as this one, kind of like black and oily, which isn't probably good. And then this one is that grayish hue, whatever you want to call it. And all coils look pretty healthy. Like I said, I think it was just replaced before I bought them. This one is weird looking. It has a little bit of rust, and I noticed when I was trying to put this spark plug in, it had a hard time threading in, as if the threads below were rusted or something. I'm not sure if it's capable of getting rusted, but this spark plug had a hard time getting in, so I ended up putting a little bit of that lubrication on the threads and it went in fine. But I definitely have to remember to be gentle with that last one, because I don't want to cross thread it or anything, because I think there's no fixing cross threading in the head cylinder. You gotta replace the whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, put the new coils in, and hopefully it starts up and it's back to idling normal, and we can only hope nothing ever goes as planned, right? I just took the car for a drive and I got it in boost, and it's running so much smoother, and it had a really nice pickup. No wonder why I wasn't feeling the power when I first got it. I don't think that spark plug was fully threaded in, but you guys can see it has a really nice healthy idle, and it's just been sitting like this the whole entire time, even after I got on the gas. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this install. If you are having idling problem, or your car doesn't feel like it's giving enough power, try changing your coil and spark plug, and that might make a big difference. I'm signing out. You guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.